Breaking news into First Take. The Tush Push isn't going anywhere as the ban of the play did not receive enough votes at today's league meetings in Minneapolis. Sources told Adam Schefter that the final vote was 22-10 on the proposal, which was submitted by the Green Bay Packers. The proposal needed 24 votes to pass. Mad Dog, you good with this?
Oh, and I'm surprised because I know Goodell doesn't like the play. I hate the play. I don't like the play at all. It looks like rugby. It's difficult to ascertain where the forward progress is stopped. I hate the play. And I'm not anti-Philadelphia because I know they're not the only team that does it. I can't stand it. I don't think it's part of football. I can't stand the play. Hate it. And I'm surprised it passed. I have to admit. I'm surprised.
Stephen A?
I don't like it, but I don't mind that it wasn't banned because I think when you have a team like the Philadelphia Eagles that is so dominant with the play, why don't you find a way to be dominant with it or find a way to stop it? The fact that it's so effective for one team and that was cause to put it up to a vote to be banned is something that bothers me because it seemed like a lack of competitive fervor on the part of naysayers. And that's what bothered me about it. I don't like the play, but I certainly don't like somebody trying to ban it just because they can't do anything.
Yo, what do you hear? What do you say? I gotta get in on this, man. I am shocked that this play was not banned. And I love it. Because next year, the Eagles are gonna tush push up everybody's ass. That's what's gonna happen. And this loser saying, oh, it's not because I hate Philadelphia. Of course it's because you hate Philadelphia. Because the tush push is just a quarterback sneak. That's it. That's all it is. Look at the Patriots did it for 20 years. I could show you pictures where people are pushing Brady from behind. No, they didn't do it as the same exact way the Eagles do it that got all this media attention, right? But the bottom line is if you watch most of the majority of those tush push plays, it's not Jalen Hurts gets the first down before he's even pushed in the back. The push in the back is just like the icing on the cake. It just seals the deal. But the deal's already sealed majority of the time. And the thing is it's a quarterback sneak. So if you hate that play, you hate the quarterback sneak. I don't see anybody lobbying for the quarterback sneak to be taken out of the game. Do you? Not one person wants a quarterback sneak taken out of the game. But that's what this is essentially doing in a way. Now, I don't really care about the pushing because I really don't think that matters. But the whole thing about this ban that bothered me is because one team does it well. Nobody knows how to stop it. And that team just won the Super Bowl. And the reason you see the push to ban it so hard after the Eagles win the Super Bowl tells me that this is about stopping the Philadelphia Eagles. Because in 2023, when the Eagles collapsed, all the momentum to ban the tush push went down the hill. They didn't even try in the offseason because they thought the Eagles were done. They thought no team's coming back from a historic collapse that the way the Eagles did. And that was one of the worst collapses I've ever seen. And to be honest, I wasn't really expecting them to come back and win the Super Bowl the next year until the season got going. And then I saw how good Saquon was. And then I realized, yeah, this team can win it. But the bottom line is, guys, you don't know how a team's going to react off a collapse like that. And the way the Eagles reacted off of that collapse was beautiful. You come back, you win a Super Bowl. And that shuts everybody up. But I remember specifically in 2023 when the Eagles were 10-1 and leading up to that 10-1 start, you started to hear the grumblings. They need to ban the tush push. I hate this play, blah, 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 blah. And then once the Eagles collapsed and were out of the playoffs, nobody cared. Oh, yeah, just go back, look in that offseason. Nobody cared. They didn't try and ban the tush push. They weren't worried about injury concerns or the ugly play. Nobody cared. They only cared once the Eagles won the Super Bowl because it's a Eagles hatred and they don't know how to stop it. And third, they can't replicate it. If this was Tom Brady doing it, nobody would have tried to ban it. In fact, Tom Brady did it. He did it. He did the quarterback sneak all the time. And there were plays where he had people pushing them. Now, not as consistent pushing as the Eagles have perfected it. I mean, Eagles have perfected it like we've never seen before. And that's why people want to ban it. But they don't want to ban it because of injury concerns, because the play is ugly. I mean, there's a lot of ugly plays in football, but to be honest, I love the ugly plays. It's the smash mouths. It's where you're hitting each other. It's where you're punching each other in the face. You know, not every play's a 70-yard bomb. I don't care about the 70-yard bomb the way I care about a running play, a play to get that 1 or 2 yards you really need, whether it's a handoff or a quarterback sneak. I love those tough smash mouth plays where you're gonna punch each other in the mouth. That's football. So these people want to say, "Oh, it's rugby. It's an ugly play." Blah blah blah. It's all BS. I'm telling you, it's all BS. It's a quarterback sneak, and nobody's ever talked about a quarterback sneak like that. And it's because it's the Eagles. It's because their success rate. It's because of the jealousy, and that people can't replicate it. And man, I do not want to see Buffalo Bills. I do not want to see the Buffalo Bills run this play anymore because they said they have injury concerns. So if they go out next year and they run this play, and that shows what kind of hypocrites they are. If you think it's dangerous for your players, do not run it. So let's take a look at the teams that voted with the Eagles. All right, guys, so these are the 10 teams that voted against the Tush Push ban. No surprise, the Eagles. Ravens, I like that, respect. I have respect for all these teams for doing the right thing, to understanding that the way to stop somebody is not to legislate them, their play out of the game, which would have failed anyways. It wouldn't have worked because the Eagles, as you've seen in prior years, such as 2017, were just as effective, if not more, with just the quarterback sneak. So the bottom line is that wouldn't have worked anyways. But the Titans, the Jets, the Saints, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Lions, the Browns, the Ravens, and of course the Eagles, all voted against the banning of the Tush Push. Thank God. And Jason Kelsey went there and gave a speech, and many people believe that he convinced maybe 1 or 2 owners to vote against the Tush Push ban by giving a speech telling people it wasn't dangerous and whatever else he said there. And it's not dangerous. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it's not any more dangerous than any other play. For example, it's not any more dangerous than a running play, a goal line play, quarterback sneak, whatever it is you want to look at. It's not. And so I think one of the things that really irritated me about the Tush Push ban was these fake reasons. It's not appealing. I hate the play. You know, I mean, nobody ever says it. There's a lot of, short yardage plays that don't look visually appealing, and nobody wants to ban them. They just want to ban this because of one team. And to me, the biggest evidence is the 2023, after Eagles collapsed, nobody cared about banning it. It wasn't until the Eagles won a Super Bowl that they all wanted to ban it again. So bottom line is, guys, respect to these teams. All the teams in the NFC East voted for the ban. So a big middle finger to all 3 NFC East teams that voted for banning the Tush Push. You're still going to get your asses kicked next year, okay? And yeah, I have respect for the teams that are on this list, really, honestly, because you realize that you can't just legislate. These are old school teams. You can't legislate a play because somebody's dominated at it again, out of the game by legislate. You got to stop it. Draft bigger defensive tackles. Draft better linebackers. Find a way to stop it. And at some point, people will. That's how it should be. Not because we don't know how to do it. The thing with the Eagles that people don't understand is the league constantly changes, and the league went to such a passing league that the Eagles said, we're going to do what everybody else isn't. We're going to go back to being a running team, and we're going to pound the football up your asses. And the reason they do that, the reason they want to pound the football up your asses, is because you don't have the personnel to stop it. Your personnel are smaller guys, more worried about a pass rush or stopping the passing game, because this is a passing league. So nobody can stop the run. When the Eagles smash mouth it, run the ball, they can't stop it. And that's what's so great about this Eagles team is everybody's playing checkers, but the Eagles are playing chess. And they're way ahead of everybody. And the Tush Push ban wasn't going to stop the Eagles at all because they would be just as effective on a QB sneak. But I love that it failed. I love that all the losers and whiners have to watch at least one more year when the Eagles go back and win the Super Bowl again. So bottom line, guys, I love it. I love that it failed. I wasn't expecting it. I thought for sure they would ban it. But respect to the teams on this list having an old school mentality, a tough mentality, knowing that it's better to learn to stop it than to legislate it out of the game. You start legislating things out of the game, you're going to ruin the game, and it's going to become the NHL. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Let me know what you think down below. I'll talk to you later.